as they kick this thing off, and we'll get a view of the starting line shortly as the runners start to assemble there.
Some other...
And the gun is off now, so there the runners are.
Yep, here we go. We have Courtney Frericks in here as well. Carrie Demoff in there, leading up the back. And as well, Olympian Kim Conley there, just behind Carissa Schweitzer.
That's right. Kim Conley, a big help in putting this meet on the map back in the day. She's won a few races here at the Portland Track Festival, and it's great to see her back in the electric forest. That's Kate Van Buskirk on the front, continuing the Canadian invasion. Sorry, not sorry. Holly Archer behind her.
Yep, both Holly and Kate are doubling back from the 1,500 meters. So being able to come and help out their competitors here to pull them to some fast times.
So we got Viola Lagat here too. Sekafian right there in the 4th position, putting herself in it early on, just like she did down in LA. She controlled that race throughout. Whether she was in front or behind, you could tell that she meant business and that she was the one in charge there. So we'll see what she does here tonight. Courtney Frericks jumped back in here too. You can see her jumping up there in 4th.
Yep, and don't forget about Sarah Sutherland there of Team Boss. She's a former NCAA champion, and she's looking to have a strong performance tonight in the 5K.
69 seconds through the quarter here, so the pace is right where it should be.
Yep, we've got a strong pack, and so much of these early parts of the 5K is just staying relaxed, staying focused, and trying to use as little mental energy as you can as you go into the latter portions of the race.
The women's Olympic standard is 15:10, and that's 72.8 per lap, so 69 seconds, a little bit under that, but you can throw the first lap out the window. Maybe they're just trying to bank some change in there for the later laps.
It's nice having that little bit of cushion there, though, just in case. And it looks like the Pacers are a little bit far out ahead, but making sure that they're staying on that and trying to go for some fast times tonight.
And Van Buskirk, she's gapping the field right now, and so is Holly Archer. Archer's looking around thinking, oh, we got to get back and help them out down here.
Yeah, Kate's locked in up there.
Maybe she's trying to steal this thing. She's a 14:59 runner, did that down in the Sound Running track meet a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we had a little bit of jostling there just now in the pack with Elvin Cabet, who's coming up around the outside right now trying to get out of that traffic. That can be one of the harder things with racing track here, is just dealing with a lot of people on the track at one time.
Yeah, it's a big pack of very talented athletes. You see Carissa Schweitzer there on the outside. She narrowly missed the American record in that same race with Shelby Houlihan last summer. Carissa running 14:26, and then Jess Hull on the outside too. That's the battle that I'm looking at in this race here.
Yeah, the Nike against Nike. I think it'll be really interesting to see both former NCAA champions, both immensely talented, and both pretty much high contenders for their Olympic team. So it'll be great to see those women battle head to head tonight.
3 minutes through the K there. First K of the 5K, and you got Van Buskirk up there, and then Viola Lagat jumped up there behind her on the rabbit. So the field is coming back together. Everybody's getting in there, and the pace train's rolling. Kim Conley sitting there in 5th position, and then Carissa Schweitzer, Jess Hull, and Sekafian in there too. I'm really interested to see how Sekafian does. I know I said that before, but when we get into the later stages of this 5K, we'll see what she can do here. Her best time is 14:59, and the Canadian record is near there. I believe it's 14:57.
Sekafian has just absolutely been on fire lately, coming off of that Sound Running race, and being able to see what she can put together tonight. It's really exciting as we move into the latter portions of the season to just see her so strong right now and really peaking when it counts.
Van Buskirk still up front, checking her watch.
Doing a strong pacing job there. We have Viola Lagat right behind, and then our other pacer, Holly Archer, leading up that chase pack of women.
Very sorry, mistaken. The Canadian 5,000 meter record, 14:44, set by the great Gabriella Debuse Stafford, the winner of the 800 meters here tonight. So that shows you what kind of range she has. 1:58, and then 14:44.
Yeah, as I was saying with Vanessa before, we're really seeing this new class of women that can do everything from an 800 meters all the way up to a 5K or even a 10K. It's really incredible to just see what this speed is becoming.
4:48 through the mile there for the pack. And yeah, I say it all the time. Like, women are definitely leading in running right now in the world of track and field. Like, they're not afraid to jump out and race anybody anytime. The men sometimes can dodge each other, but it seems like women just want to throw down. They're not afraid to step on the track.
I think what you're trying to say is that we need more rivalries in the sport of track and field.
That's what I'm saying. Team battles, rivalries. Yo, let's build up the excitement around here.
We need more female rivalries in the sport of track and field is what we're trying to say here.
There's never enough.
So Kate Van Buskirk still leading strong as our lead pacer here, with Viola Legat and Holly Archer right behind, and then we have two Bowerman athletes right off there on that chase pack.
Yeah, it's unclear how long Courtney Frericks is staying in there if she intends to race this thing. She ran 9:21 last night in the 3,000 meter steeplechase, won that in a meet record by 14 seconds. So she's moving to the front now, and then Kim Conley's looking to get around Viola Legat, swinging to the outside.
It's exciting to see Kim Conley returning to form. She was the Olympic qualifier representing the U.S. For, I believe, the 2016 and 2012 Olympics.
Both, yeah.
Both Olympics, and so obviously an enormous talent here, seeing her get back into form as we approach the Olympic trials here.
2012 famously made that third spot in a lean at the tape, too, just beating Julia Lucas there. And that's when she burst onto the scene. Winning, before that, she won either the 1,500 or the 5K here in the Portland Track Festival. The second K covered in 3:02, so around 6:02 for 6K.
So we've got Courtney Frericks slightly gapping the field here. Interesting to see what she does tonight after that commanding win last night in the steeplechase.
Yeah, Courtney Frericks with a good lead on the field. This is a solid lead, and then her teammate there moving to the front. So this isn't a situation where she's trying to let a teammate get away. This isn't cycling tactics. Her own teammate is trying to pull the pack back to Courtney Frericks right now.
Yeah, that was a 70-second last lap as they come through 6 laps in 7:12. I'm really excited to see what Bowerman does, not only tonight, but as we move forward. I think a lot of people were, after the sound running meet, maybe they didn't perform as high as people's expectations, but have to remember they're coming off of an incredibly high training block right now, and I would never count out Bowerman Track Club. Jerry knows what he's doing.
Yeah, one race doesn't make or break a person here.
As Courtney still continues to lead the field with about a 10-meter gap from her teammate, Carissa Schweitzer there. Jessica Hull still in the mix, and Kim Conley right behind.
As my old high school coach used to say, you know what they do with yesterday's papers? They wrap fish in them.
Yeah, memories in the sport of track and field are very short. It's only thing that matters is what you can do today. And it seems that they're starting to reel in Courtney Frericks as Carissa Schweitzer and Jessica Hull seem to be gaining some momentum here.
Yeah, Carissa Schweitzer stepping on the gas a little bit, and Jess Hull not letting her out of her sights. We'll see what these laps are, what Carissa Schweitzer was able to do to reel back in Courtney Frericks, her own teammate.
That last lap was about 75, so getting right down to 5-minute pace, they're starting to ratchet it up.
Well, apparently, yeah, that's what happened there. If Courtney Frericks' last lap was 75, then the pack was rolling about 70 seconds there and pulled her in. Sekafian moving up here as Kim Conley is trying to keep hold of that front pack. Sekafian sitting on Jess Hull. Andrea Sekafian actually spends a good amount of time down in Australia and ran very fast 10K down there in January, 31:45. So doing my research, I figured she was ready for a big one when she came down to sound running. The last K was covered in 3 minutes there. So roughly 9:02 to 9:03 for 3,000 meters.
Courtney Frericks still holding strong off the front. We've got a strong showing from Bowerman Track Club out front, and then with Jessica Hall of the Dragons right behind.
The Dragons, I like you throwing it out there like that. We also have a lot of other names for them, too, that we could throw. Pete's Detroit Pistons. 2 mile covered in 9:38. We got Pete's Riverboat Gamblers. That's one of my favorite names. The Wombats. But Courtney Frericks, yeah, still out front fighting here, and it seems like they keep yo-yoing off of her. She keeps jumping out, they reel her back in, and then she goes again.
Yeah, and that's just really showing that strength. Being able to double back from the 3K last night, now be able to go and show that she can lead a world-class 5K.
This is as world-class as you get here in the States. Courtney Frericks up there, Carissa Schweitzer, the 14:26 runner, leading Jess Hull 14:43 best, and Sekafian 14:59. So a very talented field up there as Courtney Frericks steps off. It looks like she was helping getting things going for a good portion of the race here.
Yep, being able to help her teammate there, lift other people up around her. And now as we see Carissa Schweitzer and Jessica Hull and Sekafian being able to take over as they go into these final laps of the 5K.
And Julianne Staley, too, hanging in there on the back. She's run low 15s this year twice. She ran 15:01 at the Sound Running track meet, but she also won the Golden Games 5K at Mount Sac in 15:02. So if anybody wants to get under this 15-minute mark, it's Julianne Staley sitting there on the back of that pack.
Yeah, Julianne Staley definitely having a strong day today. Another Canadian athlete as we go. We've got a strong international contingent up on the front here.
The Canadian invasion. Staley working with Sekafian up there, her countrywoman.
Coming from the north to take names, steal some lunch money today.
That's right, from north of the wall.
But we still have Carissa Schweitzer leading off the front, looking strong, looking controlled and relaxed. It'll be interesting to see these last couple laps of the 5K if Jerry will have her start winding it up.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of the work here. Is she going to have enough in the tank to hold off this super talented trio behind her? Jess Hull, very, very strong 1,500-meter runner, too. Sekafian, strong 10,000-meter runner, we know. And Staley, itching to get under that 15-minute mark in the 5K. She'll want to push that pace down because we're dancing around it right now. That last K was 3:05, so the pace is slipping slightly.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Carissa, knowing that she's got one of the strongest 1,500-meter runners in the world right behind her, if she'll start to try and ratchet down the pace and grind it out with a couple laps to go, or if she's going to leave it up to chance on this final kick here, because that's a dangerous game when you've got someone quite as fast as Jessica Hull right on your tail. 800
meters to go, about 12:41 through the line there. Carissa Schweitzer kind of wincing a little bit as she comes up to 800 meters to go. Maybe she's thinking about what she has left in the tank, and all of these runners behind her are thinking about when they're going to make their move. How much do they have left? How can they measure that? What do they need to put forth? And it looks like Jess Hull may be thinking that she wants to make a move here, moving up onto Carissa Schweitzer's shoulder.
Yep, she's definitely testing her right there as we're approaching a lap and a half to go. And definitely don't count out Julianne Staley and Sekafian here. Both are very strong athletes. Just because they don't have necessarily that 1,500-meter speed doesn't mean they aren't going to be right there once the going gets tough.
This would be a big win for the Dragons here if Jess Hull came up here. A big win for Australia. We know it would be a big win for Canada. Look at Staley coming out here on the outside.
Oh, Staley making a big move.
And Sekafian looking to go with her countrywoman there. From the north, the Canadians want to do business here, but Jess Hull says, no, I'm still in this. I'm still here. Bell lap.
We'll see how this plays out tactically. Julianne Staley is making a big move, but will Hull try and use this just to slingshot around her as we go? It'll be really interesting to see if Staley can hold on here.
So 72nd lap there, the penultimate lap, and Staley really cranking it down right now, and Jess Hull looks very good too, and so does Sekafian. And there's some daylight forming between Sekafian and Carissa Schweitzer, who did the lion's share of the work after Courtney Frericks stepped off. But look at Staley Staley doing everything she can to hold off Jess Hull right now.
Staley's going hard right now, and she looks to be strong coming around. It's just a matter of keeping Hull and Sekafian from coming around her on this curve. She is grinding it out right now. You can see the pain on her face.
And look at Sekafian looking very comfortable heading into the stretch here. But does Jess Hull have the wheels? And they're swinging wide to the outside. Sekafian doing a lot of work here. Jess Hull, this is a very close race. Another close race in the evening. Who's got it? Jess Hull leading for the tape.
And Jess Hull appears to have just gotten it over Sekafian, with Julianne Staley right behind.
14:57 flat. Oh, PRs for Sekafian and Julianne Staley, making it under 15 flat for the first time.
Yeah.
A big race there.
Yeah, and don't forget about Krista Schweitzer, who definitely put herself on the line there, did a lot of the work for this race, and still came away with a great time right at 15 minutes there.
Wow. Sub 15 is becoming a bit more